Hello, beautiful people. So the other day I saw a video on floating into standing and how to practice. So I wanted to make such a video for myself. So the video I saw was mainly with blocks, but as you can see and as you can feel for yourself, if you use blocks, it's a little bit flimsy. So what I did is I used steps. Steps move also, but they move a lot less, and so it gives you a lot more control when you're practicing your jumping. You could even put the steps on a hoister and make them higher, which makes it more fun and more challenging, and so there you get more benefits from it. Another trick I like is to use basu balls. Here, the buoyancy of the basu ball will help you jump forward and back. Try and keep your arms straight. Another cool exercise you can practice is you take an elastic and you put it overhead, and then you practice your ab work. Another thing you could do is if you're practicing planche, come on the tips of your fingers and use the same dynamics to practice this exercise. If you have parallettes, you can practice jumping up and down and jumping forward. One of the reasons that people have a hard time jumping or floating into standing is that their arms are too short, and the parallels will give you much more leverage. You could even practice jump throughs or jump backs. Please use your imagination. Nothing is static, and I want you to have as much fun with these exercises as possible. Another more advanced exercise is to take two leaberts and practice jumping back on the box. Then you jump forward, come into L-sit. Again, use your imagination and have fun with these exercises as much as possible. One other exercise I did is I used parallettes, and I would glide my feet as if mimicking gliding my feet to standing, which is really cool as it works your abs and it gives you that engagement when you're ready to jump or float to standing. Another exercise is you put your legs up on a box and you lift one foot at a time, engage your abs if you want, or if you like, you can practice little jumps, engage your abs and get that floating motion. Don't collapse your feet down. A good exercise is to use a balloon and keep your legs straight and come forward and back. This will work the energy in the arms and will work the energy in the abs. Once you're good at this, you can practice floating on itself. I apologize, my arms aren't perfectly straight. I haven't practiced this stuff in a long time. I really did it just for the video, and then you could float forward. Again, do all kinds of cool stuff. You walk the feet forward, jump the feet forward, jump back, jump forward, but try and keep straight arm strength, which I obviously did not do perfectly in this video. Practice again with parallettes. It gives you much more leverage and adds a little element of fun to the whole thing. You can practice jumping through like I mentioned before. You can try and jump back. And then you could start the whole process over again as you wish and jump to standing. Another thing is, why just stop at floating? Try and float into handstand. Once you're in handstand, you can do a lot of cool tricks. You step back to chaturanga and you start over again. Once you're done with this, you could even float into standing. And then you leverage yourself, you lower the legs down gently, and it's as if you're coming back.